just Taurus Tarot in the bed. Let's see. Okay. Now this is the Midnight Oracle. Oh, so we're gonna start out some way over here with the number 45, the Sentinel. And it often represents a watchful protector or a moment of pause, kind of like a self-checkpoint, checking in with yourself. Now we have the Bleeding Roots, which is number 50, it's about ancestral pain, wounds that run deep and sometimes need to be confronted. The old patterns need to be confronted. Next, we have the Cosmic. Let me see what it is. Ooh, that's number 9. The Cosmic Flow. It's a sense of synchronicity and like alignment. Why is it flashing? Ain't nothing flashing on my outside here, but I'm looking in the camera and it's flashing. Ooh, what is that? But it's a sense of synchronicity, alignment with the universe, and trust in the bigger picture. And finally, number 11, the Harbinger. This is the big one. It's a messenger, a sign of like impending change or a wake-up call. So altogether that feels like a pause and acknowledge your roots, trust in the flow, and get ready for a big shift. And make sure you've done like your dark night of the soul and confronted your shadow, not dark night of the soul, your shadow work, my bad, your shadow work. Okay? And acknowledge your roots, where you come from, once you did your shadow work and everything, and trust in the flow and get ready for the big shift. So, the Sentinel, we're still in this area right here. Okay? So, the Sentinel first, it's like you're being called to pay attention to your own boundaries. Something is asking you to protect your energy. Always protect your energy. Protect your energy. And then the Bleeding Root suggests that there might be some emotional family level wounds bubbling up, stuff that maybe you haven't fully processed yet. Wounds, old wounds. The Cosmic Flow is a reminder that even in the middle of all of this, you still are part of a bigger pattern. So even if it feels tough, you're not off track. You're still on track. I could pronounce that. The Harbinger is a nudge. Something is coming, a message or a decision. It's calling you to be ready to act. So take your time, but stay open. There's a big shift waiting for you. We're going to move on to the next set. We have number 10, the Mask of Truth. Oh, that's the handbringer was over here. We have the mask of truth. Number 10. Is really about unveiling what's hidden, stripping back the illusions so you can clearly see the timeless, so you can clearly see. Now, the timeless bloom, number 34, is a hopeful. It's about inner growth and that unfolds slowly and naturally like a flower that blooms beyond time. Now, the ascendant warlord, number 31, is a powerful figure. It's about taking control, stepping into your leadership, and claiming your authority. Then we have the Titan, number 24. It's like it's about strength, resilience, and enduring through huge challenges. So I think this right here is, that was supposed to be right over there. That's what I was like, why is that over here? Okay. Right here, right here. So, so I think that, wow, to make sure we still recording. Okay. So while we're peeling back the layers and facing some deep truth, you also have this incredible inner power. So it's like a call to rise, but with patience, and to trust your timing. All of these together, it feels like a big arc of transformation. The mask of truth is asking you to face what you've maybe avoided or kept in the dark. And once you do, the timeless bloom shows that the growth will happen. It is a pace. It's at your own pace, organically. So even if it takes a little longer than you hope, the ascended warlord is like the cosmic push for you to step into your power, no more holding back. And then the Titan reminds you that you have the strength to endure, no matter how big the shifts are. So it's like a journey from seeing what you didn't want to admit and allowing yourself to grow and ultimately claiming your place in your life's path. So take it step by step. Okay? So we're going to get into number 17. It's the eternal bloom. And it has a sense of a cycle or something inside you that keeps blooming beyond time. And the abyssal architect, number 16, and it's like it go 6, 17, 16, 15. So the abyssal architect is a deep shadow work. You got to do your shadow work. You gotta heal and do your shadow work. You're really reconstructing yourself from the darker places, from the inside out. Okay? Then you have the fire warden, which is reversed. It's reversed. And that's number 15. It could suggest that you're feeling a bit off balance. Like maybe your inner drive or passion is a bit muted right now. Then you have the Crimson Sentinel. Number 4 is a steady protector, like a guardian, a guardian presence, reminding you to keep strong boundaries and stay grounded as you navigate all of this. So it's a balancing act. Acknowledge your shadow work. Trust that your growth is unfolding, but be mindful of where your energy is right now. And I think what's coming through is a sense that even though some of these cards may point to darker or more challenging moments, like the Abyssal Architect and the Fire Warden reverse, there's also a big promise of endurance and renewal. And the Eternal Bloom shows that your growth isn't fleeting. It's something that's going to sustain you even after you confront the hard truths. And the Crimson Sentinel is a reminder that you have steady strength inside of you. So if you're feeling a bit off balance, just know you can come back to the core and keep moving forward one step at a time. Ooh, now these here are intense. Let's see. We have the Radiant Decay, number 48. It's fascinating. It's like a beauty emerging from a breakdown, something decaying but also transforming. Then we have the Infernal Ascent, number 39. It's like a fiery rise out of chaos. You're climbing upward like a transformative reckoning. Then we have the Sovereign Oath, number 26. It's a big commitment to your own truth, choosing your own authority, standing tall in your own power. And number 22, the Enlightenment. And it's like a moment of clarity, seeing beyond the veil, a spiritual awakening. So all together, it feels like the cycle from something breaking down. You rise through the fiery transformation to commit to your own sovereignty and arrive at a clearer, more awakening sense of yourself. So I'd say trust this process, even if it feels intense now. And I think what's really standing out is this theme of transformation through challenges. The Radiant Decay and the Infernal Ascent are like a dark night of the soul. But out of the decay, something radiant is waiting to emerge. It's like you're going through, do your shadow work. And your shadow work throws you into a dark night of the soul. Then you come up out of that thing. But out of the decay, something radiant, waiting to emerge. The Sovereign's Oath is saying, don't give your power away. Keep choosing yourself. Every time, choosing yourself. And the enlightenment is the reward for the inner work. I'd say even if you're in the middle of a storm, there is a promise of clarity and purpose waiting. Stay steady, stay curious, and be kind to yourself in the process. So, with all this, you're gonna do your shadow work. Your shadow work gonna throw you into the dark night of the soul, but you're gonna be gaining. You steady gaining. You on the right track. You're gaining because you're doing the work. You're gaining. You're gaining. You're gaining. You're gaining. You're being reborn. Basically, this feels like. So, from the beginning, you have the Sentinel. This is an initial call to stand guard, to pause and take stock. Take stock. That's what the being in the dark night of the soul is. Take stock. Then the Bleeding Roots is an invitation to face the old wounds You still taking stock of everything, past, present. You doing that root work. Get to the root of it. And an invitation to face the old wounds, ancestral patterns, like generational curses, all that, and emotions that run deep. As you step forward, the cosmic flow shows you that even in the uncertainty, you're being carried by a larger rhythm. Boom, 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 step by step, day by day, step by step. I'm hearing the song. I want money, lots and lots of money. I wanna live in the sky. So you gotta handle this stuff before you get there, buddy, baby. So then the harbinger arise. This awakes up the call, signaling a big change on the horizon. After that, the mask of truth asks you to confront illusions and see what's real. The timeless bloom reminds you that your growth happens slowly, so be patient with yourself. Then the ascended Lord calls you to rise to claim your authority. Then the Titan stands as your resilience, your ability to endure. Then the eternal bloom reminds you that this growth is always within you, even through decay. Then the abyssal architect asks you to rebuild after all the fall. Then the fire warden reverse warns you to watch where your inner fire goes out. And then the crimson sentinel grounds you in your strength. Finally, the radiant decay and the infernal ascent push you to rise from the ashes. Beauty for ashes. Woo! That's what the word say. He said, I will give you beauty for your ashes. That's what we're going to name it. Rise from the ashes. The sovereign's oath. I hope we record and still. The sovereign's oath is your commitment and enlightenment. And the enlightenment is your final clarity. This arc is about transformation, ownership of your power, and trusting that even through the hardest parts, you're being led toward a more enlightened self. At every step, it's like you're being asked to come back to yourself, whether it's confronting old wounds, claiming your power, or just being patient as you grow. So, with this whole arc is showing you that through all the ups and downs, you're building a deeper, truer love for yourself. Keep trusting the process. You deserve it. And also, it's a sense of the depths, of going into the depths, facing those hidden parts of yourself, the decay, the shadows. What this spread is showing is that even in that darkness, there's a promise of rebirth and growth and clarity waiting on the other side. So if it feels heavy, just know it's part of the journey. And there's a light emerging from it. You will get your ashes. Those ashes, once you emerge from the fire, it's like setting everything on fire. Beauty for ashes. Ashe, this is Taurus T Tarot. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I know I'm new, but I'm building. I'm building a momentum. I'm getting there. I'm building this page. And I thank you to those who are already subscribed. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Ashe.